Speaking of which.
I need to freaking
Need to freaking start the show?
some Andrew WKMI.
I already did. Yeah. Start off with I think I need to start the show. Welcome everybody to Beards, Tattoos, and Video Games, episode 10, I believe is what Spencer said.
I think. I don't know.
I mean, we'll find out. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's an episode. Another episode. Yeah. We just do episodes. We don't care. Maybe we should stop numbering. We'll just title them. Episode cool. Episode sweet.
What is this? EVE Online Exchange?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was a good one. That was so good.
You and your EVE Online puns and jokes. Nobody gets those. Nobody plays that game.
Okay, so they release an expansion every 2 months and call it a different name.
Oh, that's too many expansions.
It's just updating the game every 2 months with some massive changes. That's it.
Oh.
But they call it different names for every expansion. Like Cilia. Like, okay. Tiamat.
Tiamat, that's that thing in League of Legends.
Item in League,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, joining us in the corner from Skype, Spencer1, who was just talking about EVE, that game that nobody plays.
I play it.
You guys are both drinking. You guys were both drinking your drinks at the same time. That was weird. Yeah. Joining us right below me is Flankton.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys? How's everybody?
Good. Of course, you've got the party train up there in the corner.
Nah.
Introduce yourself.
I know. We're too professional. We're too professional for introductions.
Yeah.
So what do we have in news? Talk about some news. Let's talk about some League news. League is going on right now.
The Legway?
Legway.
I didn't even pay attention to League this week. I'm sorry.
Oh, you blew it. Well.
Blew it. So yesterday started the day with Cloud9 and Gravity. Cloud9 beat them.
Yeah, they did. I watched that game.
Well, in Fantasy LCS, you pulled ahead of me, Nate.
I'm not playing you. I'm playing Angie.
I know, but in standings this last week.
Oh man, I gotta check. I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
You're in
second to last.
Yeah. Her last game against me.
That'd be funny. Anyway, what else happened yesterday?
Yesterday, the second game was CLG versus Team 8. CLG took the victory in that one.
Yeah, CLG looked really good. CLG looked really good yesterday.
We'll see this. Game 3 yesterday was Winter Fox and Team Liquid. This one, I didn't think Winter Fox was gonna win. But they did.
Yeah, me neither actually. I thought, I don't know. Winter Fox is a strange team.
Yeah, they won today too, so they went 2-0 this week. So it's
The dream.
nice.
2-0 the dream.
Game 4 was Team Coast versus Team Solo Mid, and surprise, surprise, the Team Coast lost.
What?
Yeah, they suck. Because they lost to Winter Fox today, so yeah, they finished the season a whopping 1-17.
Dang.
One game this year. Fucking sucks to be them.
I had such high hopes for Coast at the beginning of the season.
They could have been good, but they just, I don't know what happened to them.
Not.
Yeah. They could have been good, but then they weren't.
The throws and the just like shitty ways they lost really fucked them in the mental state. So
Yeah, for sure.
kind of went downhill from there. And then we finished the day off with Dignitas Impulse and Dignitas victory, baby.
Dignitas.
Yeah, you were talking about that yesterday, Bobby.
I was.
Dignitas. Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
You were drunk. It's okay. You don't remember what you talk about when you're drunk.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You were talking about Dignitas last
You
night.
talked about Dignitas last night.
I did,
You're
yeah.
like, yeah, Dignitas won.
Yeah.
It was awesome and epic and amazing. And
They
so
did.
Cool.
They won.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna lose right now though, because they're playing Team Liquid at the moment,
Oh.
and it's not looking great.
No.
Well, that gets us to today's matches.
Yeah.
Which is Winter Fox Coast, like I already mentioned. Winter Fox won. Team Coast sucks. Sucks for them. They're going to relegation. They're going to Challenger Series.
Yeah, they don't even get a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coast
So-
just drops.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Definitely see a new team. Coast will no longer be in the LCS next summer.
That's
Yep.
so
Or this summer.
surprising. Holy shit.
Yeah, whoever gets
Yeah.
last place in the LCS doesn't even get a chance to come back. They're done.
Wow.
Dunzos.
And then, so right now, Dignitas and Liquid are playing. Like you said, it looks like Liquid is in the lead.
Yeah, I got
things
6K
have
goal.
happened.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Who knows?
Oh wait, I skipped the Cloud9 Team Solo mid game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, TSM lost?
TSM
What?
lost. Yeah.
Yeah, they locked in first place yesterday. Anyway, so.
Right, but they had Yergsen on Cho'Gath.
Yeah, it was weird.
Weird, man. The Urgot and the Cho'Gath mids. Don't know how I feel about them.
Yeah, why don't you bring out the beer god again?
I like Yergsen's so good on some of these
Yeah.
other things. I just don't.
I don't understand that pick either. It was weird. Like I don't think Cho'Gath is the right pick for that.
Yeah.
For any mid laner.
I know that they were talking about it a lot when Team Liquid had like their mouse issues in the beginning of the game, so they went they broke it down, and I didn't really listen because I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
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 I'm just not a big fan of Cho'Gath mid. Boring.
Yeah, me neither. It's not good. Not good. Well,
So, yeah, Dignitas Liquid going on right now. Next
What
game
is
after
that? 5 and 9 right now with Liquid in the lead. So we'll
5 and
see how
10.
This match goes.
It's
5
only
and
24
10, they got
minutes
another
in,
kill.
so we'll see.
yeah, I mean, I don't think Dignitas is gonna scale to beat them. I think
they're already 7K behind.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that Liquid's just gonna keep scaling and they're gonna win. I mean,
Yeah.
Shifter's gonna fall off. Zingi's gonna fall off on this stupid Zac pick. I don't like
Love that
Zingi.
shit.
I don't like a Zingi.
Me neither.
I think he's a
He
bad
looks like
person.
weird old man.
He's just an asshole. I've said it a million times, but yeah, he's just a dickhead.
Yeah, he never stands up to shake.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if he stands up to shake hands in this one. If not,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna write a really long essay about absolutely nothing because nothing's gonna be done if I write that. Anyway, yeah.
After this is Gravity Team 8.
Which both of them are 9 wins, 8 losses.
Yeah,
so
it's
that
Yeah.
a
seems like-
pretty important game.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
puzzle, so.
even this Dignitas Liquid game, if Liquid wins, they go on a tie, so they have a tiebreaker game after this. So I think that we're gonna have we could possibly have up to 3, I think now, tiebreaker matches after all the games are over today.
Hell yeah.
So
LCS for days.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
All
But yeah,
and
what else?
Round out the day is CLG versus Impulse.
CLG has to win.
Yeah, CLG.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna win.
If if they don't win, then I'm pretty sure they go into a tiebreaker match with
They
Cloud9.
play against Cloud9, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. That'll be interesting. I mean, I think CLG will win, but if they don't, things are gonna get crazy.
It's
Wait,
gonna be crazy.
They've scheduled a tiebreaker game for today at 5 o'clock, by the way.
Because they know there's got to be at least one.
Yeah, there has to be at least one, like no matter what.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Extra LCS. So since this is the end of the split and we're going into playoffs, who do you guys think is the MVP of this split?
DX? No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough.
He's
I've been thinking about this for the last couple days. Like, who is?
You had told me that you're gonna ask me this
Well,
question,
if you would have
that
been,
put me on- that
if you guys would have been on,
put me on the spot.
well,
Uh,
you,
I-
you,
we played video games last night for 4 hours. 4 hours. of video
And I
games.
was
We were talking
drinking.
about this. Well.
yeah. Okay.
oh,
Well, just
alright.
I mean,
I don't know.
Bjergsen makes a
Think of,
tough
like,
case.
one.
Like,
It's kind of like I could be like a team. I'd say like Bjergsen's like probably the best mid. The top
Yeah.
would probably. I mean, Zion Spartan has real impressed here.
oh yeah, CLG guy over here.
But I mean, out of all top laners, he
Yeah.
stands out. So,
Um.
definitely Zion.
Mhm.
Your like jungle, I don't know. Who's your favorite jungler this year?
Favorite jungler this split? Probably Santorin. Santorin's been great.
He has been good.
Santorin has been really good to me on my fantasy.
I knew that's where you're going with that.
So what, 80, like your bot lane?
Well,
Best
if
bot lane.
best bot lane's
Or did-
the rush hour bot lane, always.
Yeah, they're fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say any support's better than Afromu, you're not watching.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, I love me some double lifts, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's been like Wild Turtles look good, Sneakies look good. Did you watch a game today? Sneaky had this sick jukes on Leona.
I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
So like,
That's awesome.
I don't know. 88 like I support. I agree. Afromu probably Afromu less, but just like TSM in general, just been super good this year.
Yeah.
As much as it hurts me to say. But,
Yeah.
I mean, can't deny results. Like they look good. So.
Yeah.
I like TSM in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
TSM
who's
just gets MVP?
yeah? TSM just MVP TSM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'd say the best team MVP right now would be TSM, but I mean, like I said, I think Afram was better than Lustboy. I think Lustboy's underrated. I think he's really good, but I think Afram was way better.
Yeah.
And the AD carry, I don't know who the best AD carry was for me. Because I mean, that's a tough one. Because obviously, Double Lift and Wild Turtle were both really good, but Double Lift made weird plays a lot,
Yeah.
and so
TSM game.
yeah. I don't know what that was about. Let's see. Man, that's tough. ADC is tough. Cause I don't feel like there was a lot of emphasis on ADCs this split. Like nobody really stood out to me.
Yeah, everyone kind of like just did their job.
Yeah, they just did what they were supposed to do,
Like,
and
even like Cop is good, Apollo's good,
Yeah.
is good. Even like your lower team ADCs have never really been a problem.
yeah. Well, unless you're talking about Piglet. Piglet's the problem. Keith is best.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's a whole nother argument. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just say ADC was the MVP. I don't think there's one that was better than the other. I mean, no, like I said, there's no real standout
Yeah.
other than Wild Turtle and Double Lift, like always. But
Right.
I
um,
think Olive Coast MVP.
Olive Coast.
I think that Mash is like one of the worst players on it. The ADC, so.
Yeah.
Oh shit! There's a thingy with the dragon.
Almost. He tried, but top lane. Who's your favorite top laner?
I said Zion.
Zion Spartan? Nah.
You're crazy.
Nah.
Bro, you're
Gamsu.
crazy.
Gamsu. Holding Dignitas down. Gamsu and Kiwi Kid are the only only people on that team making plays. Shifter's really bummed me out this year. But yeah, alright. Who's the biggest surprise team, do you think? Like wins or losses, doesn't matter. Was it surprising to you?
Teammate.
Team 8? Team 8. You didn't think Team 8 was going to be?
I
You
mean,
think Gravity? Gravity's
yeah,
got two
I mean-
former LCS players.
Yeah, they got...
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Team 8 is a bunch of like a challenger team that's like
yeah, I guess.
competing
Yeah,
for
okay.
playoffs.
Okay.
So Gravity, but Gravity's got the experience.
That's
Team 8
true.
is a bunch of like no names.
Maple Feet.
Oddbro.
Oddbrow's little brother.
Oddbro. Yeah.
Maple Feet.
Maple Feet.
Oh, it's a team fight. Bad team fight to take. This is the end.
Oh, so
The
sad.
Diana. Oh, get it. No.
No,
Anyways,
it's over.
yeah,
That's game.
Teammate is the biggest surprise. Or
Yeah.
No Friends of Love, I would agree. Friends of Love have been pleasantly surprised too.
Didn't
The
they
Europeans
do bad?
this week? No, they're in the playoffs, I think.
Are they? Oh, I thought they were bad.
I
Huh.
think they've done well considering they're like a teammate. They're like a teammate of EU.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll let him have it. You can have it.
Give it to him.
Give it to him. I'll give it to him. What
Well,
else
some
you...
good LCS news.
Yeah, good LCS talk.
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
on 'em.
good end of the season, good end of the spring split.
Yeah.
I mean, it's playoffs
We'll see
next
what
week,
happens
so-
in
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah,
And-
playoffs next week, and then
Playoffs.
yeah, and then playoffs start next week.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So video game news.
Yeah, what do you got in news?
Very sad that the new Zelda that Nintendo announced earlier
Yeah.
last year has been delayed till sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows. They're also skipping E3 this year.
Nintendo
They're
is?
not. Oh well, Zelda is.
Oh.
They're not gonna present anything even at E3 for it.
Yeah,
so.
they're not. Oh, Zingy, you scumbag.
So
He was.
Zelda has like a thing with loving to delay their games.
Really?
Ocarina of Time was delayed from August 1997 to November 1998.
Huh.
Like,
I didn't know that.
A year later it got released. What else? Wind Waker was eventually released in March 2003 when it was announced that it was going to be 2002, like summer of 2002 it was supposed to be released. As well as Twilight Princess, that got delayed from August 2005 to December of 2006. So
That's bizarre.
Zelda
That's
just
bizarre.
Loves delaying. Nintendo just loves delaying Zelda games. So
That's really weird. Like, that's really weird.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess if you look at the trend, no surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have known all those other delays, I probably would not have thought this game was coming out anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm just upset that in 2011, Nintendo released like this awesome Zelda cinematic, and they're like, yeah, this is where we're going with Zelda.
Yeah.
And then
That was 2011?
Yeah. Then the next 3 years, they didn't say anything, like nothing.
Wow.
And then they finally,
That was so long
last
ago.
year, announced, oh hey, here's what we're doing, and it wasn't even like that same style.
Yeah.
Of like next gen graphics. It was kind of cartoony.
Yeah, they went kind of in the way of like Wind Waker. It looked like
A little bit.
the art style of Wind Waker.
With Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Mixed in. So anyway, we'll see where they're going with it.
We'll see if it ever comes out.
Anything this year? Nothing this year. Don't expect it.
I wonder if they're gonna wait for Nintendo's new console.
The NX.
Yeah. Wonder if they're gonna wait for that to come out.
Year.
Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna be like the launch game for the NX.
What is this gonna be? Sword Art Online?
Yeah, probably. I mean, eventually, that's everything's gonna happen. Log Horizon,
Yeah.
Sword Art. You know, usual stuff. What else you got in news? I don't really have a whole lot of news. PlayStation had a quiet week.
So in Konami's official word on Hideo Kojima, because last week we talked about Kojima not being with Konami anymore, but Konami released a press release that they reorganized their internal structure, and instead of doing separate production companies inside their company, they reorganized and just everybody's part of the company now. So
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Kojima Productions got absorbed into Konami, basically.
Well-
So he's not. So is he still leaving then?
No, I guess not. Yeah. I mean, that's good.
Okay.
It's actually this is really good news for Silent Hills, for Metal Gear, and any future games that you know Hideo wants to make.
I think that Kojima's not going to work on Metal Gear. Like,
Yeah, he said he's done with
kinda
Metal Gear.
over it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that still means that the other IPs that Konami owns, Silent Hills, he's still going to work on stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's okay.
Cool.
I mean, if I were him, I'd still be pissed. Like, you just took away my production company. What the fuck? But I mean, as long as he's still working on games, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Hideo Kojima needs to make all of the games.
All the games.
All of the games.
Did you guys see on Steam a mod got released, officially supported by Valve? Half-Life 2 update that redid all the lighting and shaders.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Oh man, it's so pretty. It is like that game was already pretty when it was released, and now it's so pretty.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I heard that they were working on it. I heard they were working on it. I didn't know they actually like approved it and said go.
It's released.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Dude, could you imagine if like Steam released like their Steam box or whatever the fuck? That's not out yet, is it?
It's coming out.
They're still talking about it.
Yeah.
Quietly released.
No. They've announced it. Like they've shown models on like the Steam front page and everything, and it
Right.
ranges from $500 to $5,000, like depending
Jesus
on
Christ.
how much graphics you want.
That's ridiculous.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
What if they released fucking Left 4 Dead 3, Portal 3, and Half-Life 3? That box. Imagine how like,
Never gonna
crazy
happen.
this shit would happen.
Never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
Well, he's right. If it did, it would. They'd win the console war. It'd
That
be
would
over.
just be like a nuke. They just dropped a nuke.
Yeah. Nuclear launch detected.
This doesn't have to do with necessarily video game news, but it's nerdy news. Ready
What is it?
Player One.
That
so
book.
The book Ready Player One.
Mhm.
Most amazing book ever. Like coolest, nerdiest, game-centered book I've ever read.
I think I got that book in Loot Crate. In one of my Loot Crates. Yeah. Okay.
You read it because it's real good.
Cause it's so good. Read book. Cause it's so good.
Like basically, it's if Oculus Rift was mainstream and everybody just used their Oculus Rift for the internet. That's it. And then you have haptic gloves that like you can actually like grab stuff in the game and feel it with your haptic gloves, or wear a full haptic suit and like when somebody punches you, you actually feel it. Yeah, cool.
That's
stuff.
cool. That's awesome. Yeah. I need to read that book then.
You need to read that book.
Yeah.
Like I'm listening to the audiobook right now because it's narrated by Will Wheaton.
Right now, while we're doing this.
Yeah, while we're doing this.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm already like hours into it, like without even thinking about it, and I've already listened to it once.
So that's
anyway,
cool.
Steven Spielberg announced that he's going to be directing the movie for it.
I did hear about that.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
So excited.
Yeah.
And because
Let's hope Spielberg doesn't ruin it.
It has so many IPs from so many different properties
Mhm.
that I feel like Steven Spielberg is really the only person who could direct a movie like this, because it has Star Wars and Star Trek and Marvel and World of Warcraft and every single 80s thing that's out there.
Yeah.
Terminator. Like War Games. Like that's like a major plot point in the book. Like the movie War Games. Like there's just so many IPs that Steven Spielberg's worked on so many of these things and is involved with so many of these that he's really the only person who could ever direct something like this and have it be successful. Like the Lego movies, where you see Marvel and Star Wars on the same screen. Anyway, yeah, they got the same lawyers from the Lego movie to start working on this. Ready Player One gonna be fucking awesome when it comes out. It's not gonna come out till like 2018, 2019. But,
yeah, that's optimistically saying that it's going to come out that soon.
Well, because Steven Spielberg has 2 other projects that he's working on.
Yeah, that's why I'd say that it's optimistic that.
Ready Player One. If you got it Loot Crate this last month, yeah, fucking read it.
Check it out.
Cause it's so good.
Yeah, because it's so good. Read a book. Read a book for once.
Read a book.
So good.
Yeah. What do we got on the Xbox front there, Nate?
The only thing I could find, which is actually pretty neat, is I don't know if you've seen this. The Forza Horizon 2 presents the Fast and Furious expansion.
Oh.
And this is the craziest thing. So it's an expansion. It's obviously like advertising for the new Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
But it's from Forza Horizon 2. It's like a DLC sort of thing. But you don't need any previous Forza game. Like it's a standalone thing. You just go download this little like game. It's like, it looks like a full game. And the cherry on top, that shit's free for 2 weeks.
Dang.
Cool.
So it's kind of neat. I watched a little video on it. It's kind of just like if you ever played Forza Horizon, it's the same thing. Only it's like got Fast and Furious paint, I guess, so to speak. You know. It's
Yeah.
the Fast and Furious universe. So you got like Ludacris as your narrator, telling you what to do. It's like,
Luda.
Go get that car in that barn.
Luda. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty neat though. It's
That's pretty
free
cool.
for the Xbox One and the 360. It doesn't require any previous Forza game to play. Just go find it, download it, and
That's great.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
pretty
was the
cool.
only thing I really could find.
Too
I'm
bad.
gonna go do
It's
that
a racing
tonight.
game.
Yeah.
Unless it's Mario Kart, get bored.
PlayStation View added AMC just in time for Walking Dead's finale tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know that they're going. They're
If
they're
you live
like.
in one of the 3 markets that PlayStation View is active in, because where you guys live, you can't sign up for it. It's only like New York, Chicago, and Philadelphia.
Weird.
Yeah, that's because it's. I think they're still testing it and see if it's gonna work at all. It's just like Google Fiber. Google Fiber is not anywhere close to
Google
us.
Fiber made it to Salt Lake City.
Oh, what?
That's one state away from us.
We gonna get Google Fiber?
We gonna get Google Fiber soon.
That'd be cool.
I just found out that my ISP is upgrading everybody's speeds for free, just because they're getting more bandwidth. So they're like, hey, so if you get 50 meg down, you're gonna get 75, just because we feel like it.
That's cool. That's good.
So
That was like
but,
Charter when they, if you're previous, and they upgraded to whatever the fuck, Spectrum or whatever the hell it is now.
Yeah, I don't know.
They bumped everybody's shit too.
Yeah.
To improve their network.
Yeah. So I'm stoked on that.
That's good.
That's tight, dude.
Cool,
Good for you.
Cool stuff. I'm gonna only get 150 down and never have internet problems again.
Yeah, except for you're gonna have internet problems.
Hell yeah, you're gonna have internet problems.
Everybody has internet problems, no matter what.
I know. I know. Well, you guys wanna
Is that
dive
it?
into
Is that it?
some game reviews?
That's all we have for news? Yeah.
Game
Alright, well, let's do
Good
the good old-fashioned Bloodborne first.
Bloodborne. Oh
This
boy.
game, let me tell you guys about this game, okay?
Okay, you tell me.
It's real hard.
Uh-huh. What else?
You don't even have a PlayStation today. Fuck you. 'Cause you don't even know how hard it is.
Dude,
Yeah,
nah,
that's...
I know.
Oh, cat. Yeah, so I was like...
Oh,
you
cat,
you
yeah.
tell me about this
Little
game.
tail
Yeah.
cat, little
Yeah.
baby.
Alright, Spencer, shoot. What do you got?
Well, man.
It's for
game
me...
So hard.
Suck. I suck at Dark Souls. Like, let me just say. I've tried to play Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. I own Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. I maybe have an hour and a half in each of them because I rage quit.
Hey, baby.
This game, though, I've got like 8 hours of gameplay in
Nice.
there from this week, which is actually really good because, and I only rage quit 3 times. But it's really fun once you get the game mechanics down and understand like how to properly dodge roll and not run into a wall, or how to interrupt an enemy and use a visceral attack and like rip their face off, or how to extend your blade and like make it a ranged attack, ranged melee attack versus like a close range one. I mean, the mechanics are so important in this game. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very
It's
mechanically
fucking
advanced game. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember raging at Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2. You know, you get all these souls and then you die and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna collect my souls and I'm gonna get out of there. And then you start rushing. You start rushing through, and then you get killed by somebody, like some little guy that you can 2-hit normally, but you weren't paying attention and you died. And then you lose those 10,000 souls that were just sitting right over there. They're blood echoes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Whatever.
So this game is not, has nothing to do with Dark Souls or Demon Souls. It's just like a same
It's its
game.
own standalone thing.
Yeah, it's like
Style.
they call it a spiritual predecessor to those games.
Predecessor?
Yeah.
Does that mean before?
Yeah, I don't know, cause don't ask me. That's what they called it. But yeah, this is kind of before. Like this is like
Ancestor?
old Victorian, like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it could be
fun.
before,
I mean,
but it's like its own standalone IP for sure.
Yeah,
Bobby and
it
I were
has nothing to do with
streaming. Bobby and I were streaming last night and had
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
us. I know. I was popped in for like a minute.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to bed.
Yeah.
It was good audience interaction. Like people were enjoying it. I was.
Yeah, it was
enjoying
good.
Dang.
It was good. Yeah, we had a
Uh,
good fun. It was a lot more fun than I was expecting. Like for sure. Yeah.
Storyline. Bobby, you want to talk about storyline with this game?
There is no real storyline. I mean,
I there's kind of a storyline. You start picking up on it.
well, yeah, I haven't really gotten far enough to play a storyline. That's why I'm kind of like review in progress.
Yeah.
Like I can't give it a real score. I mean, I'd give it a 9.5 right now. If yeah, it's gonna lose points due to load screens.
Oh, I heard
my
those.
God.
Slong. There's slong.
Dude, I heard
Uh,
the like super long load screens.
yeah. I've also heard that there's frame rate problems in the game somewhere. I haven't seen them, but Spencer,
I was having some
yeah,
major
yeah.
FPS drops.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard that's another problem. But
it was in Old Yardham, where it kind of you walk out onto this area and it's like you see an overview of the whole city in the background. I feel like it's trying to load like the full render of that, and whenever like you're moving your camera around and you pan across the city there, frame rate drops everywhere.
oh yeah, well,
All the frame rate drops.
every single frame rate drop that's ever happened is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I haven't had any frame rate problems at all yet, so.
Yeah, I didn't have any until I got to Old Yardham.
The only real complaint I have with this game is the load screens are fucking forever.
Yeah, for a game that you're supposed to die in,
Yeah.
every time you die, you hit a load screen, and then you have to beat the load screen boss.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Too long.
It's a little frustrating.
Sony did say
A minute and a half.
Sony did say they're patching it, so
That's good.
they're gonna
Make
fix
the
it.
Load screen shorter.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really good. I like that a lot. I don't like load screen.
Bobby,
Load screen too long.
Bobby, can you try to turn me and Nate up? I guess we're quiet.
What?
Is what I've heard.
From who?
Yeah, from who?
From a reliable source on my phone. He texted me about it. So.
All right. Well, you're okay.
Anyway. So, I have a question. Do you guys feel that cheesing a boss is an exploit?
Yes.
Or is it actual cheating?
It's I don't know. It depends.
Like,
It depends on like
hiding
how.
behind a rock and like shooting
Like,
him?
No,
Like Destiny?
like yes and no. So like, there's one boss that takes place in a graveyard, and there's like one set of gravestones where his attack can't hit you, but your attack can hit him. So you just kind of stand there and you attack him and cheese him down, and then he can't ever hit you.
Yeah.
Is that cheating, or is it just something that's built into the game that, you know? I mean, with all Dark Souls game, you always try to find the cheese for the boss because it's already a hard enough game as it is.
The best way to kill a boss in Dark Souls and stuff is to cheese it, but to do something that cheesy and that kind of like game breaking, I think that's cheating. Yeah, for sure. And it also kind of takes away all the fun. Like, what's the point of having fun beating a boss and, you know, taking the glory of destroying this boss if you're just gonna stand behind a couple tombstones and just smash at him the whole time? Like,
yeah,
it just feels like you said, cheesy. Just not fun. It's not fun.
There's this one exploit in there where it's like you're standing in front of the visceral fog or whatever, and then you use one of the elite hunter marks to respawn back at a lantern without losing any souls. And instead of it teleporting you to the lantern, it teleports you inside of the boss area, but it doesn't register with the boss that you're there. So he's just kind of standing there, like, and you just hit him and kill him, and he's just standing there. Like,
he doesn't attack back?
He doesn't. It's like he doesn't know you're there. Like,
oh
yeah.
Does it count?
It counts.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it counts.
Here. That's fucking lame.
Yeah, scroll down on this, and you'll see the GIF. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I mean, if you guys think it's cheating, or if it's just built into a game, like unintentionally, especially with a Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls type game, like the game's already hard enough as it is. Is it okay to cheese bosses? To a certain extent.
I mean, I feel like it's okay, but not to this extent. Like, this is pretty ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous. I agree.
I don't even know why.
Especially that one.
Yeah, like, I don't even know why you would do this. I I don't know. That's almost irritating. Because you know that everybody else that plays this game and has seen this is gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of irritating. I don't like it. Don't like it. Not for me. I mean, to cheese a boss that like there was a boss in Dark Souls where you could climb up this thing and jump down and do like a super attack because like your like dive attacks are super strong. So you could just climb up this thing, jump down, do it again, climb back up, do it again.
Like the first boss, right?
Yeah, that's like the easiest way to kill him. But I mean,
I never got past him.
Well, now you know how. Because like
now I know how.
That's the cheese way to beat him. And you know, it's still really hard to do that. Like you still have to jump down, hit him, like kind of get him away from the ladder, and then go back down, climb up the ladder, get back up there, wait for him to come back, and then do it again without him hitting you a bunch of times and killing you.
I don't consider that cheesing though. That's built into the game. It's strategy.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Versus an obvious exploit in there where it's like I'm supposed to go back to a lantern, but instead I'm inside the fog and the boss. I'm not even registered with the boss.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But I also
I'm not a
consider
fan of
the
that.
gravestones a little too much cheese because the gravestone boss is supposed to teach you how to interrupt attacks, and so if you're not doing that, that's the whole mechanic of the boss is interrupt his attack and use your visceral attack.
Yeah, the biggest thing with that is that like the whole point of this boss fight is to find out how to beat him, and like you said, the best way to do it is to interrupt and do the visceral attack, and you do tons of damage. Like you have to do it four times and it's over, something like that. Like, I mean, just get the mechanics down and just beat the boss. Like how hard is that? How hard is that to do?
Totally.
Than standing in front of a stupid tombstone where he pretty much glitches out and gets stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I agree. All right.
Don't cheese the bosses.
Don't cheese the bosses like that.
All right,
cheese
Nate.
them in a strategical way. Anyway, 9.5 review in progress. I think it's good. It's fun.
Like I said,
I'm not a Dark Souls fan.
Yeah, the only issue I have is the load screens. Other than that, this game is
pretty good.
Yeah. Well, tell us about Infinite Crisis.
All right, Infinite Crisis. It's okay. Spencer, I know Spencer had a shitty time because his wouldn't run. It was jacking up his frame rate and his sound.
Okay, so my mouse, I wouldn't move my mouse, right? I would push up, down, left, right to move my camera around, and as soon as I would move my mouse, I would get like 10 to 15 FPS for no reason. Like anytime I had any mouse movement, 10 to 15 FPS if I was moving and right-clicking on an enemy, if I was doing anything. So I don't know if that's just a problem with my computer, even though I've got a really nice computer, and
I mean,
no other games have problems.
Yeah, I didn't have
to render that mouse thing is probably a lot of work.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean,
anyway,
that's rough.
Any mouse movement lagged out my game. Like all the sound on my entire computer would stop. Like even in TeamSpeak, like stuff would come over like that.
That's weird.
So I don't know what was going on with that, but I had a real bad time and not a fun time with Infinite Crisis. So
you could have a bad time.
I could play the game normally, and I didn't have a great time either. So you weren't missing much.
So I mean, my final verdict after playing 4 tutorial missions, not good.
It's not good.
I give it a Tom Selleck must-have.
Tom Selleck.
Like a 2?
That's a 3.
That's like a 3.
Oh. Yeah, that's a 3.
That's what I give it.
Well, okay, so
Anyway.
I played a little Heroes of the Storm as well, and when you first load in, it's like, hey, have you ever played a MOBA before? And you can like select your experience level.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I say yes. I play League all the time. So thinking it's Infinite Crisis, I already played. Me and you played it back in the day, and I have like level 3. Well,
oh yeah, we did. We played the super beta when it was first came out.
Yeah, they released like a new update to it or whatever, and it still saved my progress of being a level 3, but I had to fucking do all the tutorials, and you can't say like I know what I'm doing, and the tutorials are so boring. They're like, this is how you last hit. This is like it's like a basic MOBA tutorial, which is fine for someone that doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing, and it just seemed like a huge waste of time. Like I just wanted to play with Jay and Spencer so we could fucking like get a feel for the game, And it took us like an hour and a half before we could even do that. It sucked.
That does suck.
Real bullshit.
Because completing each tutorial mission, it's like, well, you can unlock 6 extra champions by doing the tutorial.
Right.
But it forces you basically to do the tutorial.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't care about, just give me the
bizarre.
fucking champions.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's silly. It'd be one thing if it was optional. Like, by like the time you got to the 4th one, you could skip to like a different scene, a different menu. But it was like you had to do 4 tutorials before you could even get to that menu. So.
Yep.
That sucked. The game itself was pretty MOBA-y. Like, I don't know. It's if you ever play a MOBA before, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You do have to last hit, so you have to kill the creep to earn the gold. If you don't last hit, it drops a little like gold coin on the ground, so you can go pick it up. That could put you in a precarious situation.
Ooh.
I don't know. I could see that working with like a bot lane, like a support. Like if a AD carry doesn't last hit the support, it's already over there in the range to like pick it up. I don't know.
But you can also stomp out the enemy's coins. So
that is true.
like,
yeah,
you can run over the enemy's ones and deny.
Yeah. And then I liked the other thing that was kind of neat was that you could purchase your items from the towers instead of having to go all the way back to base.
Oh, that is kind of cool.
So that's kind of neat, but it didn't really matter because I don't know what the hell I'm buying.
Yeah.
Because the store is
plus
super confusing.
unrecommended.
Yeah, exactly. Just plus it out, man.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of cool. I think it's neat. It's like it's set in the DC universe, so all of the DC characters. And another thing I thought was kind of neat was so like you have like your Batman, like your basic Batman.
Yeah.
And then maybe like your Nightmare Batman, where he's like a vampire. I would assume that the other Batman would just be a skin, but in this, that is a totally different champion. So they had like a steampunk Batman, which was like the tutorial champion you ran with, and he is like a totally different character from regular Batman. He's not like a skin, just a, you know what I mean, like a costume. He's got his own set of abilities and shit, and he also has his own skins. So you can be like an ancient samurai steampunk Batman, or a robot steampunk Batman. So it's kind of crazy.
That's a little much, isn't it? I mean,
they do it from like, I mean, if you think about like how many superheroes are there? There's only probably what, like
I guess you're right.
20, 25 main ones maybe, whatever. I don't know. It could be completely off. But so they take from like the different comic book universes. So like in the alternate, like Bizarro Superman is a character, like Nightmare Superman is a character, regular Superman is a character. It's like from the different comic books. How they do like their spin-offs and stuff.
I guess
so
that's
kind of cool.
Sense, yeah. I mean, I guess
You can get like a specific character, a specific hero from a specific universe timeline in the whole DC universe. It's neat.
Yep.
If you're into that, like I feel like I've fucking put 3+ years into League. So playing other MOBAs, I kind of like I'm not gonna get super serious about them because I don't want to like dedicate that much time because it takes a long time to understand.
Yeah. But
for a MOBA, it's fun. It's kind of we were talking about the other day if like Heroes of the Storm was like a beginning MOBA without the last hitting mechanic in it and like no items in the shop. You just like a beginner's MOBA, and League kind of medium, and Dota's like extreme. Yeah. I don't know, Infinity Crisis would be like, or I don't know. I'd say it's just around League, maybe a little less. I don't know, maybe a little more because I don't know it as much. I don't know like how in depth the strategies get and stuff. So,
yeah, I don't know.
I can't. But it's like in the same tier of League. So if you're into like League, you can play this, and if you're into superheroes, it's maybe the MOBA for you.
Cool.
Yeah. I never got into Infinite Crisis. When we played it before, it was kind of like, meh.
Yeah, it's just another MOBA. Nothing really stood out. And it was like, ooh, this is awesome.
Like, all right, that was fun. We played a couple matches. Let's go play League.
Yeah, back to a real MOBA.
Yeah.
So I had to rate this. You want a rating on it since I only played it for a couple hours?
Just give us a rating what you played.
I'd give it a 7.
6.5,
7. It wasn't terrible. I'd give it a 6.5. It wasn't great.
Sea Captain.
I don't even give it a beard. I give it a mustache.
Yeah, like I mean, if it satisfies your MOBA needs, and it's
I'd rather
play
Heroes of the Storm.
niche enough. But that's like if you're into like Blizzard a Blizzard MOBA. If you're into like Superman and Batman and all that shit, then this might be more of an interest.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
appeal to your audience.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Good
You
fun.
guys want to go over video game releases this week?
Yeah, what's coming out this week?
Do it.
Tell me about Axiom
So,
Verge. Tell me Axiom Verge.
well, I was gonna start for Nate.
Okay.
D&D Neverwinter comes out free to play on Xbox One. Preload has started now. It still requires an Xbox Live Gold account to play, but that's alright. Anyway, so Neverwinter comes out this week.
I heard good things. Heard good things about Neverwinter. I heard it was pretty fun.
Never heard about it, so I'll check it out.
Tomorrow,
It's free, might as well.
DOA 5 Last Round comes out on PC.
Hooray!
I've heard that game has a lot of problems.
Yeah,
That game has a lot of boobies.
Yep.
I'm gonna skip that one.
All Dead or Alive is known for boob physics. Like that was the big thing for them.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I remember playing Dead or Alive beach volleyball or whatever the fuck it was.
extreme
Jesus.
beach
The
volleyball.
boob
Yeah,
physics in that.
on the original Xbox, and I was just like, "What a time to be alive! This is a video game just for beach, like video game beach volleyball with hot babes." Like little 15-year-old me was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah. I remember that game.
MLB 15, the show comes out on PlayStation systems
Oh,
on Tuesday. If you're a baseball fan.
that
Sounded good.
Thanks.
Sounded good. Paperbound comes out on PS4 and PC on Tuesday. And
That game looked fun.
Tokiden
Paperbound?
Kiwami comes out on PS4 and Vita on Tuesday. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
And finally, Axiom Verge comes out on Tuesday on PS4 only.
Yes.
So I know what Bobby is playing this week.
Yes. Wait. Yes. I've been waiting
How
for
many other
Axiom
games are you
Verge
looking?
for years. No, not really years. I mean, I guess kind of years. I mean, the guy announced that he was doing it. I mean, the game was made by one guy, and he announced that he was doing it a few years ago.
Yeah.
But nobody knew what it was going to be. And then he was like, here you go. And Sony was like, okay, we want that. And then they got the IP, and now we get to play Axiom Verge. And it's going to be great. Metroidvania action.
Honorable mentions for this week, or for this next month, because we're coming to the end of March. So for April, looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the new 3DS only. GTA 5 on PC. Mortal Kombat X. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I'm sure people like
Me either. I'm pretty over Mortal. It's like, okay, I understand that they're trying to build hype by releasing new characters every week, but I'm over it. Like,
yeah,
you've lost my interest.
Overhyped.
And I know that this already came out on PS3, but in May, Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD remaster comes out on PS4.
I want to play that. Like, I have it on the PS3. I never got into it.
Oh man, it's so good.
I know. Yeah. Final Fantasy X is a lot of people's favorites.
It is my favorite.
What's your favorite Final Fantasy game, Nate? Final Fantasy 14, 'cause it's the only one you played.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey man, at least I could say I have a favorite now.
Yeah, that's
March
true.
was a busy month for games.
It was.
Like April, May, and June.
We're hitting the stagnant times.
July. I mean, everything just looks.
My birthday's coming up
Anyway.
in a month.
My birthday is coming up in a week and a half.
Birthday.
Who cares? Who cares about your birthday?
Who cares my birthday?
Birthday.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah, kind of a slow week for games, but that's all right. What are you
Axiom
guys planning
Verge.
on playing this week?
Axiom Verge. Axiom Verge.
I know.
Axiom
I'm gonna
Verge.
play Axiom Verge as well.
You will not play Axiom Verge because
You
it's
will
only.
not.
Shut up.
I'm probably gonna play Life is Strange Episode 2 because that came out this last week and I didn't get a chance to play it. So
I'm probably
Okay,
gonna
that-
play that Forza game, the racing game. Give that a
yeah.
shot because
The-
it looks pretty neat.
Too fast. Too fast.
Yeah, and I heard have you guys seen
Forza.
those movies? Because I originally saw the first one.
what? Fast and Furious?
Yeah, and I keep on hearing that they're like good.
No,
And I'm
it's-
like,
they
so-
are
some-
not good.
What?
So, okay. Some people really, really love these movies. Like,
I don't understand.
I don't know either.
Like-
I saw. Actually, I've seen the Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious
saw that
Tokyo Drift,
I like Tokyo Drift just because
I've seen bits and pieces of the other ones. The only reason I want to watch any of the other like newer ones is because The Rock's in it. I mean, how do you guys feel about The Rock? The fifth one was like
the best one.
How do you guys feel about
The Rock.
It doesn't matter how you feel about The Rock.
God, I fucking walked right into that one. Should known better.
Speaking of Rock, WrestleMania. WrestleMania starts in 2 minutes, actually.
Who cares?
Well, obviously Bobby does. Be a dick.
Wow.
You dick.
Dude,
anyway, yeah. So, I'm not a big fan of Fast and Furious movies. I tried to watch the last one, and I couldn't even get through like the first hour. So, yeah, maybe I'm just a movie snob, but I couldn't get through it.
You elitist.
Do it. Yep.
You're an elitist. That's all you are. You elitist.
I've never Okay, well,
did you see the South Park parody of it where like Stan writes a Fast and Furious script and they're like, it doesn't have enough gay sex in it, underlining gay sex tones.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna film it all regardless if it gets released or not, but they have to have gay sex.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how I feel about those movies. So.
Right. Duly noted.
South Park can definitely tell you all your feelings about a lot of things. You're like, I don't like that. South Park, make fun of it. And you're like, yeah, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel about that. The World of Warcraft episode was great, just for the record.
It was great.
The best.
Well, join us next Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our podcast. 3 o'clock Sundays. Make sure that you follow us throughout the week because we love streaming games all week long. You can see our links and stuff below, down there.
Right below our little pictures.
Right below it.
Right below our little pictures.
Christ. Yeah, we'll see you next Sunday. We'll review more games and have more fun and do some more dance moves.
We will finish our Bloodborne review, and I will tell you about Axiom Verge and how good it is, and all that fun stuff, super fun stuff. Itching my eyeball 'cause it's super fun. Nate's still dancing.
All right. Well, until next week, guys.
Goodbye.
Peace.